what is good? This is Das Bones, back and better than ever, and I'm with
Monkey D. Michael.
And we are so happy to be back because we got another epic chapter from Oda, man. Chapter 1026, The Pivotal Clash. What would you give this as far as overall rating? What would you say this chapter?
It's another 10 out of 10. Oda's just been churning these out like butter. It's been absolutely wonderful. He's just sitting, let him eat. I'm here for it. I'm just keep taking it all in.
This is like the most consistent I can really remember the chapters being in recent memory. So just to see Oda really develop these characters to the max, to see Luffy that he is no longer a small fry, to see that he's officially on the top tier, bro. Luffy top 5, Luffy top 10, Luffy top tier, period. Like, that's all we needed to see. And to start off, we got the first perspective. We see Hitetsu. He's just reminiscing on sending off and seeing Otama run off into the sunset to go help the battle on Onigashima.
Right.
And then after that, we see that it's right on the coast. I mean, Onigashima is hovering right into the clouds, right there, waiting to fall. But up top, we know that we got like a heavyweight showdown going on.
You'd think that the people from down like below would hear like all that screaming and clashing, you know, like bombs exploding, but whatever.
They got a little too much sake, a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, it's the Fire Festival going on.
Right. It's the only time that they can have joy. So I'm sure like someone heard it and they're like, no.
They're trying to maximize as much as possible.
Yeah.
And you got some people who may realize this may be actually going on, and those who do have faith in the Kozuki clan, they can see that this is the epic battle that they've been waiting on for the past. So, man, speaking of this epic battle, man, after reverting back to the top and seeing Hitetsu's perspective, we got Momo, we got Yamato, and most of all, we got Luffy facing off against Kaido once again, the third time the charm.
Right.
You know, against Crocodile, he needed that third time to face him. Against Dofi, really, he didn't even defeat him when he clashed with him first couple
right.
times. It took an all-out attack and really him revealing his next level that nobody else has seen before in order to get over this hump. And that's what they finally getting here, bro.
Yes, I think, man, I'm really hoping that we're getting to Awakening. That I'm thinking that once we've seen with Luffy after getting Momo out there and trying to expose that fear that he has of, you know, that everything that's going around him, and he gets Momo to bite down and everything. I think we actually are starting to see where Luffy's, you know, awakening ability actually comes from in terms to his power of will. I think that has a lot to do with the gum fruit and its flexibility.
Like his will is literally always bouncing back.
Exactly.
Not just his body physically. So that's kind of embedded into his spirit a little bit, if that makes sense. That like it just runs all the way through.
Right.
And just to see how that extends to Momo, because he encourages him to, bro, I need you here. We made it here. You have nothing else to be fearful of. You took a bite out of Kaido, and he was fearful at first because he realized that he had never been in any type of situation like this before. He remembered like what he did with his parents. He remembered Toki. He had the flashback.
He was like, let me bite down harder.
Man, he remembered Odin, and then that's when he really just started going crazy. And it was enough to whiten Kaido's eyes, but when he finally came back to, it was like, all right, what are you doing, bro?
Right.
What are you doing? And it was good to see Momo take that step with his confidence and his bravery. Like, we know end all be all, that's not gonna be enough to put Kaido down. Like, we're saving that for Luffy. And the symbolism was most important here because we also get a little shift in perspectives because we see the fight that's going on between like Inu and Neku. They're trying to go all out to take out finally Pero, Sparrow, and Jack. And
they're just sitting there talking that shit like, oh, you guys don't have the moon now, like what are you gonna do? Like, had you had it this much longer, like you would have gotten me, but now that it's gone, like we're back on the same playing field.
Yeah, and Pero Sparrow's like, yeah, I usually have all the luck. I guess I'm just lucky like that. And as soon as Luffy and Kaido clash for real, the pivotal clash, they split the sky. Like the first time we ever saw that was between Whitebeard and Shanks.
Yes, and it was absolutely wonderful, and that's how you know that Luffy is finally on Yonko level. Once you're hitting and not touching, like it's over with. Man. Finally, Yonko, it is confirmed. Yeah, Big Mom was a little early, but now we can finally say Luffy is there.
And this is like one of those things that we talked about before, like things coming full circle. Just seeing that once again, because during this Odin flashback, we saw Whitebeard and Rogers like Conqueror's King's flash, where they like their swords and stuff didn't come in contact at all.
Nope.
They
everywhere.
That was something even Kozuki Odin hadn't seen before.
Right.
So like the symbolism and Odin witnessing Luffy and Kaido do this is pretty crazy because Whitebeard was considered the strongest man in the world, just like like Kaido was considered the strongest creature,
Mhm.
and now Luffy is the one like wearing the straw hat who has all of that Roger symbolism and all of that. Like he's embodying it, like that Willa D, all of that. He is Joy Boy. So
He has
just
to be.
getting to see that symbolism between Yamato, Luffy, Kaido, and just seeing them go all out is gonna be ridiculous because I don't think anybody can stun on Luffy.
Right.
I don't think anybody wants smoke with him either.
No, at this point, I think at this point, I would at least hope that Kid and Law recognize what's happening here. Luffy has obviously taken 2 or 3 large steps ahead of them.
Absolutely.
It's done. But, I was super happy because then Luffy ended up inadvertently helping out, and Neku down at the bottom, and they got that moon back, and it was instantaneous. Jack the Drought, done. Sparrows, done.
Yeah,
so happy.
One sword style, man. And we love to see that just because they got to finish them off in the epic way they wanted to. So to know that chapter is finally closed is amazing because we can finally say that we are at endgame for Wano.
Yes, we're getting there.
We need to see a lot more of Law and Kid versus Big Mom.
Oh, yeah.
We need to see a little bit of Basil Hawkins versus Killer. We definitely got to see Zoro and Sanji.
And Zoro's backstory flushed out for sure. I honestly couldn't care about the Big Mom fight as much as I care about the Zoro backstory. I won't lie.
We will get all that good stuff in chapters to come, man. But once again, man, what a crazy epic chapter from Oda again, man. More to come, just like crazy diversified content from us as well on the way. More sports talk, more Haikyuu on the way because I'm finally diving into season 2 of that. And as the new season drops in season December?
In December. Man, we got so much heat coming December. You guys should be super ready for it.
Tap in, man. Like, tune in, my bad. I don't know what the hell I was saying. Tune in, tap in. It's all getting edited out. Tune in, tap in, man. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for future content, man. This has been Daz Bones.
And Monkey D. Michael.
Lotus always blooms twice.